these are the reasons I do this way in my religion, especially when dealing with the Virgin Mary religion. Okay, and also with the whole white system. Okay, instead of asking questions, white people do not like to talk. They go and they try to kill. Okay, so and then their reason for being killed still is um become popular belief, and popular belief is not the name of the game. Okay, they treat life like a video game, you know, and instead of asking questions and seeing what the situation is, they go and try to kill, and they believe killing and martyring or killing, will solve the problem, and it does not. And when they cannot kill, they still believe. They'll say, "Hey, we martyred the situation. The situation is fixed. It was just a pest problem, things like that." And when dealing with this Virgin Mary situation, it's too sweet. Okay, it kind of blurs over the situation. It's not very useful. So when those two things mix, we try to, so people are supposed to communicate, okay, and then people are not communicating, you know, and they're trying to solve a problem. It could be any problem, and they don't want to communicate, okay. And if you're all the way up in a religion, communication shouldn't be an issue, So you should communicate and talk and figure out what's going on. You should know that, have respect for the people you're talking to, and and figure out what's going on, or if it is even your business, and figure out, what the problem is, and so you can clear your mind, and you know, the whole white non-talking situation, is a large problem, and they're trying to deal with this situation, you know, slowly but surely, and can't deal with it with someone trying to take credit for the situation being solved even before it's about to be solved, So, especially in other people celebrating and adding to the problem before it can be solved, you know. So, you know, like we say, maybe people can stop playing the video game, stop playing the handheld video game, and just sit and wait, and the problem will be solved. And that's that. This is DVD's TV Network 2. Tell everyone to have a peaceful day.